between the Denver Broncos and the Las Vegas Raiders. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
On play action, they'll throw. And his first pass is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and that'll bring up second down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They give him a gain of 37.
First down, Broncos.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. He got 29 yards that time. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. To throw again. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. For the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Noah Fant with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. Now Jones. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Mariota and the Raiders now come up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down.
27-yard line.
To throw, Mariota. And the flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Stopped immediately there. Give the tackle there to Danielle Hunter.
Hunter on the stop. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now an option play on 2nd down. Quick throw out wide from Mariota. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. A first carry from Leonard Fournette. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and the Raiders are going to get a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Mariota. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 27 yards there, a first down. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Saquon Barkley, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a great return here gets us all the way down the 26-yard CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. So that's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. They go play action. Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that is caught. Well, how about that one? He wielded it one-handed for a touchdown. So a one-handed grab in the end zone. Nothing much more rewarding than that for a guy catching it.
Not at all. And with what we just saw there, that type of a one-handed catch, what's next? Maybe they go up and almost Velcro with their jersey in the ball. That's about all that's left. That play, simply spectacular.
So a one-handed grab in the end zone, not much more impressive than that. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
14. Broncos 7.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down and inside the midfield. 30, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Kick is good.
McManus's point after is good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Dante Pettis on the return. And he returns this to the 22.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Sometimes I need a check. Not to sneak this with the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, I like your respect. Give them more than what I give.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. From the 24, Mariota from the right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
A first down carry for Barkley. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and
Mariota going to run on the option. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
he was taken down.
Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Mariota now from the 50. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Raiders have moved out in front. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Raiders 21. Broncos 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to watch. They'll look to throw now on first down. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece. Brendan McManus to kick off for
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. Pettis now on the return. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
on the return. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. There have been points on the board. We just saw back-to-back touchdown drives. I love it. I'm high-fiving our statistician, Christian McLeod, and you're angry. You're a defensive guy.
If you met one of my defensive coordinators, God rest his soul, I'm surprised he isn't in this booth right now wanting to really take you on. This is not football the way he sees it. He wants a good old-fashioned kicking game, defense, field position, and we're getting it up and down the field.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Near the 34. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Jeudy. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right
football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Looking for pass, but that's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Making back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Pettis now on the return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? From the 25 on 2nd down, Mariota. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A handoff to Barkley on the option. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Most of the damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing, Mariota. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And the Raiders Broncos are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. About a half yard from the end zone, third and goal. On third and goal, they're going to run the option. A quick toss out right. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Raiders are back within a score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Broncos 35, Raiders 28.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. That'll bring up second down. He'll go up top here. He's got him in. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 36 yards on the play.
First down, Denver.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down. Second and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. K.J. Hamler as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Pettis now on the return. A heavy stop just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. From the gun, Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
For Denver.
The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. Pettis now on the return. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Mariota on 1st down. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. Pass thrown quickly out to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is the tight end Fant. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down.
The Broncos 1st down.
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
escaping the pressure right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. A handoff to Barkley on the option. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're going option play on 3rd down. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now Mariota. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay off on 1st down. Mariota. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Throwing again, Mariota on 2nd and 10. And once more the runs, this time the catch made. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
From the 17, Mariota. This is caught. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Barkley will try to punch it in. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I would think down 2 scores at this point in the 4th quarter, even with the loss there on 1st down, this has got to be 4-down territory. If you're the field goal kicker, your only purpose now is if you can run out for a pass or actually carry the ball into the end zone. Otherwise, don't even look at the coach.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Here's Barkley. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. His defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Broncos 42. Raiders.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at at the 25-yard line.
First and 10.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well. That would appear to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, the first play in the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Mariota. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Mariota. He'll let this go deep for Rupp. This is caught inside the 15. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. On 1st down, Barkley. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10.
The tackle made at the
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Danielle Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Mariota now. There as it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, and it's 2nd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's got his big tight end fan. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking right side, that's complete to Watkins. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Pettis now on the return.
Dante Pettis on the return. The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
At the 32-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Throwing, Mariota. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said no.